Hi, Catherine. Hi, Tim. Good morning. It's so beautiful outside. Perfect. Okay. Good morning, Kathy. Nice to see you. Hello. Good morning, this one. How are you? My dogs are obsessed with the dandelions. They keep going outside and finding all the dandelions they can, and then they come with these um, now they're some of them are still yellow, but some of them have gone to seed, and they're just like all in their mouths, and they just think it's the best thing ever, don't you? It's very funny, and then later they, you know, start choking and throwing up on all the dandelions. What a lovely story I'm telling you this morning. I hope you're really enjoying it. I'll stop there. I encourage you to have 2 blocks or the equivalent just around your home studio, just to have. They're really helpful, using maybe books or cans of soup or something like that can lift you up. I am also selling some of the things from the studio, some of the props, mats, bolsters, blankets, and blocks. I'm not selling everything, but when I reopen, it'll be kind of required that everybody brings their own things. So keep that in mind if you're interested. I've also taken 2 towels and I just kind of rolled them up so that I can use those under my knees, behind my knees in Shavasana. Just nice little added things that you can find around the house. You can also use, obviously, pillows, or raid the sofa and grab some of the pillows from there. So just be, you know, find what you have and use it, and nothing fancy, but just enjoying your practice and trying to relax, breathe, and support your poses. Let's see. I'm trying to think. The dogs are kind of being well behaved, so I might leave them in. Cross my fingers. I mean, leave them out. Nice. Little sip of coffee. I didn't get a full cup in. Beautiful. All right, yogis, let's do this. So finding your seat this morning. So again, I have a couple of towels. I've rolled them up. You can also fold them and sit up onto them. And just as you find your seat this morning, so you might cross your legs. You might have your soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Really whatever feels comfortable to you to start. So I'm in this Sukhasana. I encourage you also, maybe take some blocks or these towels if you brought them, and place them under your knees just to support you. Really important that we endlessly support ourselves in our journey, right? In our journey of life, in our journey of our yoga practice. They're reflective, they reflect upon each other. So we learn here in our practice how to live out in the world, how to have a good life, live well. So today, this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning, allow yourself to find your seat and just relax, drop in. Let yourself settle. And just notice again, as we often do, the energy of your body, the energy of your thoughts, your mind. And just notice where you can relax, right? Relax into this place right here, right now. This practice of yoga allows us to just come inward, calm, and ease ourselves into this practice. Taking your time. And just allow, again, yourself to settle. The distractions of the morning, of the day, let them slip away. That list of things to do, or stories of the past, or tales of the future, let them go. And just allow yourself to be present over and over again. Calming the chatter of the mind and just drawing down into your body, down into your heart. And remembering that the mind will revisit. It will be there to distract you and challenge you. And just release. Coming back. Soften the shoulders down, away from the ears. Let that neck begin to lengthen. And just feel this morning, this belly button drawing in. And as it draws in, it kind of lifts under the ribs, and then that heart opens. There's kind of a knitting of the ribs, but with the heart opening up. And just feel the breath here begin to establish a rhythm of the breath. And this pranayama, just allowing it to flow in and out. Just notice how it moves through your body, where it's moving and where it's not moving. And then from here, take a nice big inhale, filling up. Open the mouth and exhale out through the back of the throat. Beautiful. Inhale just like that. Fill up. Out through the back of the throat. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Close the lips and just feel the breath drawing in and out. A little softer, a little slower, a little more even. Just awakening the body today for this beautiful day in front of us. Listening to the breath here. Let this breath move into that pranayama, that breath practice of narrowing into the back of the throat a little bit, creating vibration, Ujjayi pranayama. And notice that there's also a sound with this breath. Just listen for the sound, inhales and exhales. Stay with this breath. And these exhales. Beautiful. Just a few more rounds. Really finding a flow, a soft flow of the breath as it fills up and releases out. That narrowing into the back of the throat, that Ujjayi pranayama, creating vibration, creating sound. All of this calming our nervous system and focusing that mind, this practice of yoga. And as we bring our palms together this morning, Anjali Mudra, sit a little bit taller. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale again out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. Love it. From here, take a nice inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. And exhale, bring the hands back down to your heart center. Good. 2 more like that. Begin to sweep and open up the heart. Feel the stretch into the side body. Palms together as you exhale. Again, inhale, sweep up, open up this heart. Palms together, draw the belly in as you exhale. Beautiful. Take another inhale, sweep up right to the sky. We're going to exhale, right hand to left knee and left hand comes behind us. Take a breath, inhale, grow long. And then exhale, just take this nice twist and just establish, right? Let the hips relax. Let the belly button lift up. Let the energy draw from your tail to your crown of head. 2 more breaths here, even, fluid. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, you're going to reach back up to the sky, getting these arms nice and long. Exhale, left hand to right knee, and right hand comes down behind you. Take a breath, grow long on that inhale. And with that exhale, just move into that twist. Relax into it. Inhales. And exhales. Notice where you're gripping, noticing where you're forceful. Release that. Just allow yourself to connect to your body. Connect to this present moment. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale. We're going to come back up. Take these arms up to the sky. Palms together again as you exhale. Draw it back in. That kind of intention today. Moving from your mind down into your heart. And let these hands come down onto the earth in front of you. And you can always slide a prop, if you like, underneath your hands just to lift you up a little bit. Always practicing kindness to your body. Just rock a little bit side to side. I always love this. First forward fold. Whatever leg you have crossed in front, you're going to feel a little bit more of that into that hip, that back. Not forceful. Maybe going to the edge as you kind of prepare and awaken the body, but nothing painful, nothing forced. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Come to stillness here. Take a nice inhale, lift the belly, grow long like a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana of the spine. And then exhale, just let yourself melt again. A little deeper. Again, inhale, grow long. And exhale, melting again. 1 more, just like that. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana of the spine. And then exhale, melt into it, just opening up. Beautiful. Walk yourself back up. And then taking these legs, we're going to switch them. So if you're in that Sukhasana, take and bring the opposite leg in front and reestablish your seat. Allow yourself that time to just establish that. You might bring those props underneath the knees. It's up to you. Grow nice and tall. And for 3 nice rounds, we're going to take an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center, palms push together. Inhale again, sweep up, lengthen to the side body. And exhale, hands together. 1 more time, inhale, open up the heart, lift the belly button, palms together, exhale in. Beautiful, take this nice inhale, reach nice and long, up to the sky. We're gonna take those twists again, but first starting with the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, grow long, and then take that twist and just revisiting these shapes. Notice maybe the second round where you can relax in, but still reach long and take this generous twist. Good, 1 more breath. Perfect. Lift the belly button in and up, reach the arms up to the sky, and then right hand to left knee, left hand comes behind, grow long on that inhale, and then we begin to twist from the waist, the belly button, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders, gaze over that left shoulder. Relax into it. Good. Just feel the pose each time, noticing something different, something new. One breath here. Beautiful. Take these arms, reach them up to the sky. Get that nice stretch into the side of your body. Palms together. Exhale. Push the palms together. Come back to your heart center and just bow in. Again, letting the mind endlessly go as you move into your practice. Move into the breath. Let these hands melt down to the earth in front of you, or slide a prop in to lift you a little higher. Up to you. And just let yourself go here. Just explore a different leg in front. Notice how that feels. Let go of judgment. And just be with the body. Just rock a little bit here. Again, the leg that's in front, you're going to feel this a little bit more into that leg. So just observe that without judging it. Perfect. From here, we're going to take a nice inhale. We're going to grow long with the spine, belly button draws in, and then exhale, just melt again. Let the head go. Two more like that. Inhale, we grow long, and exhale as you melt in. Beautiful. One more, just like that. Inhale, grow long, should feel nice, and then exhale, you get to relax into it. Perfect. From here, slowly walk the hands back up, and we're going to move this body to tabletop, hands and knees. So just taking and shifting here. You can take any props that might be on your mat and just bring them to the side, but keep them close. I'm going to move this dachshund prop a little bit. Sorry, my sweet. We're going to bring the hands down onto the mat. Belly button draws in. Tail reaches behind and crown of head reaches long. But to start today, we're going to just take and imagine your nose has like a marker on the front, and we're just going to begin to make some circles, and you're kind of drawing on a pad in front of you. So just circling that head. Take your time. It doesn't need to be big. I want you to relax the head. And then we're going to head the other direction, taking the circles the opposite way. And nice and slow. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come back and we're going to move into that cow pose. Lift the chest, curl the toes under, lift the tail, heart is forward. Take a breath there. Inhale. And that exhale just takes you into it a little bit more. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale here. And then tuck the tail and move into that cat pose. Hollowing out the belly. Reaching into the back of the spine and into the neck. Good. One more breath here. That exhale, push out of your hands, reach to the sky. And then inhale, move back. Open up the heart. Keep the toes curled under. And exhale this time, release the toes and reach into that cat. Inhale, come back to that cow. Lift your chest. And exhale, release as you round into the back of the body. Good. One more here. Inhale, lift your chest, curl your toes under. And exhale, release into that cat. Good. We're going to inhale to that cow. We're going to curl the toes under, and you know I often like to do this. Sit back into the heels, and again, make this about you. Really kind of massaging the feet. Sitting back into the heels. Doesn't need to be deep, but really connect. And if it feels okay, you can always sit up onto these heels. Just watch your knees, watch where it goes. And this isn't about force again, right? Dropping into our hearts, bringing us into a space of love and kindness to ourselves, starting there. Good. So wherever you are, sitting up or hands down. One more breath here, wherever you are. Beautiful. And then from here, walk the hands back out, tabletop, let the toes release. You might give them a little pat onto the earth, just awakening them. Good. And then from here, remember we did that movement of our necks, kind of drawing with our nose. We're going to take that same movement, but we're going to begin to move the tail with it as well. So the opposite direction. So as the head begins to the nose begins to lift to the right, let the tail begin to lift to the left, and then just making these circles as you move. Opposite circles. You don't even really need to think about it too much. The body just kind of naturally moves this way. As the nose lifts, let the tail circle. Keep it slow. Don't overthink it. Just exploring movement. One more round this direction. And then we're going to head the other direction. Really nice. Just let your body go here. Explore it. Should feel good. Does to me. My spine getting to open up and all this lovely movement. Good. Then coming back to neutral. We're going to this time sit back to child's pose without the toes curled under. Now the arms can be long, or you can find the forearms down onto the earth. Just honor your neck. And just let the head begin to release. Forehead can melt to the earth. If it doesn't reach, don't worry about it. Rock a little bit side to side. Really nice. Feel the lower back. Feel the outer hips. If your knees are wide, maybe those inner thighs. One more breath here. Beautiful. Now, from here, let the hands walk out a little bit further in front of you. We're going to just roll up, kind of rounding the back, tucking the tail. But we're going to keep going forward. So shoulders are a little bit more forward over those wrists. We're in this knee down plank. We're going to let the belly button lift up and let the hips dip a little bit as the heart opens up. Reach into the front of the body. Feel the heart center opening, not collapsing into the back, but really just massaging the front of the body, lengthening the spine. Take an inhale when it comes. Lift the belly button and very slowly slide back towards that child, letting the arms stay out in front. You don't have to go very low here. Just think about lengthening the spine. Take a breath. Inhale. And that exhale. From here, we're going to do that again. Inhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, arms out in front, rounding up. And as you arrive, exhale, the hips melt a little bit, the chest lifts. There's a nice stretch into the front of the body, openness of the heart. Take a breath. Inhale, we're going to slide back ever so slowly. Lift the belly button. Exhale, back down into that child. Stay moving. Inhale, rolling up, really hollowing out the belly. And exhale, rolling forward, heart opens. Take a breath here. Inhale. And this time, bend the elbows, roll down the front of the body. See if you can keep that heart lifted, the chin slightly lifted, elbows reaching behind. So many things. Good. So here you are on your belly. Keep the hands down on the earth. And the elbows kind of drawing into the rib cage. We're going to come into 3 cobras, Bhujangasana. I love to say that word. Lifting, kind of peeling off the earth. The heart goes forward. Doesn't need to be big. And then exhale, melt and release. Again, inhale. Peel yourself off the earth. The heart lifts. Belly button draws in and up. Exhale, release. Good. And again, zip up the inner thighs. Let the tops of the toes push down into the earth. Exhale and release. From here, inhale, push out of your hands. Come back up, tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to curl the toes under, and here's that option, taking a downward dog or not. It's up to you. Coming into that dog, lift the knees. Let the feet be a little bit wider today. And just pedal a little bit side to side, bend one knee, bend the other. And if you're not a downward dog, if you're not having a downward dog type of day, you can always come into that kind of puppy dog pose where the hips sit back and they're a little higher than child. Or anything you want to do, just to that. But here in this downward dog, push out of the hands. Reach through the arms, shoulders down away from the ears. Spine is long as you lift the belly button. Spread the sit bones and melt down towards the heels. If the heels don't touch, soften the knees a little bit more. Get a little length into the spine. Good. One more breath wherever you are. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Knees come down on that exhale. Release the toes, slide back to your child. Good. Inhale. And an exhale. Arms out in front, roll up on that inhale, around the spine. And on that exhale, roll forward, knee down, plank, but let the hips dip, heart open. Take a breath, inhale. Roll down the front of the body, exhaling, elbows bend behind you. Inhale. As you arrive, lift the chest again, peel off the earth. Exhale, push out. Tabletop to maybe that puppy or another downward dog. Always up to you here. Pedal it out. Really just awakening the day. Feeling the sensations of the body. In that dog, let the head go. In that puppy dog or child, you might let that chin nod side to side. Good. Wherever you are, one more breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale. We're all going to come back, hands and knees on that exhale. From here, right leg, it's going to reach out behind you. Reach it nice and long, spine is long. From here, take an inhale, lift the chest, lift that leg a little bit. So get that space into the front of the body. Now bend that right knee as if you're going to touch the back of the head with your toes, right? Just that type of energy. But the belly button is really lifting up and the shoulders are melting away from the ears. One more breath. Inhale. Good. Now exhale. Belly draws in. Knee to nose underneath you. Two more like that. Inhale. Let the toes kind of reach for the back of the head. And exhale. Slow knee to nose underneath you. One more just like that. Inhale. Lift up. Toes touching the back of the head. And exhale, knee to nose underneath you. Beautiful. Take this right leg long behind you. We're going to take the toes, curl them under a little bit, so flex that foot. Cross that right leg over the left. I often do this. Get long in your spine. And then take a little twist to the left, or just reach round to the left, breathing into that right hip. Breathe in and out, nice stretch into the hips. And again. One more breath here. Beautiful. From here, take a nice inhale. Reach this right leg long, reach the chest up. And exhale, knee comes back down. Slide down to that child, just giving those arms a little rest. And you can always take these hands, lift them off so elbows are on the earth, and just make some nice circles there. One direction, the other. Perfect. And let these hands be out in front of you. And again, we're just going to roll up a little bit of that movement today, a little bit of that flow. Shift forward. Exhaling, let the hips drop. Heart opens, lift the belly button. Inhale here. And roll down the front of your body, bending the elbows. Perfect. Inhale once as you find that Cobra Bhujangasana. Push out of the hands, back to that tabletop, hands and knees. And then coming to the other side, we're going to take this left leg, reach it out behind us. And then from here, lifting the chest a little bit, lifting that leg a little bit, get that nice stretch here. Bend that left knee, and then reach it towards the back of the head. But really feel that the belly button is drawing in, and that heart is going forward. This isn't crushing into our lower backs. It's length and breath. One more here, inhale. Beautiful, slow and controlled, right? So we're taking our body from flexion into extension. So take your time, knee to nose underneath you. Good, inhale, lift up, toes to the back of the head, chest moves forward. And exhale, lots of core, belly button to spine, rounding underneath you. One more like that. Inhale, lift your chest, toes to the back of the head. Perfect. Exhale, underneath you. Beautiful. Take this leg, left leg nice and long. Push to the back wall. Find the crown of the head and then cross. Left toes over that right leg. Yeah, take a nice inhale, grow long. And then exhale, reach round a little bit. Kind of reaching as if you're looking towards those toes on that left leg. Breathing into that left side of your body, that hip. One more breath here. Perfect. Lift the belly button. Take this left leg long. Spine is long again. And then knee comes down and very slowly again, just slide back into that child's pose. So as we get that vertebrae, that spine, nice and long. There it is, should feel sweet. Let your head go. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths here. Perfect. From here, come back up. This time, just come right up to that tabletop position. And we're going to take this right leg, reach it out behind us. But this time, we're going to take and step it through between our hands. So maybe some of you step it right through. Maybe you kind of begin that journey of bringing it forward. And then I love, this is where those blocks come in, or those props. I don't even know if you can see me, my feet with the dogs. But I have these blocks, placing them either side of that right foot, and then just allowing yourself to lean in a little bit. You can also place a towel underneath your left knee if you need that. Good. And then from here, just feel, so the back foot, the toes can be pushing tops of the toes down into the earth, or if it's nice for you, you might curl the toes. That takes it a little bit deeper. So just notice those things. And from here, we're going to take again that head and just begin to circle it slowly. Good. Just little circles. They don't need to be huge. Notice where you can relax into it. Good. Switch direction. Perfect. Now, from here, you're going to come back through, and you're just going to let that head release. And as you do, you might notice a little bit into the front of that left hip. As you kind of tuck the chin in, it might deepen it a little bit for you. One more breath here. Perfect. From here, we're going to take and we'll begin to lift the chin, draw the belly button in. We get this long spine. We're going to take a nice inhale, and then with the exhale, slowly slide back, extending that right leg a little bit longer. Nice stretch comes up the back of the leg, not forced. But we're going to move here. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, belly draws in as you extend that leg. Listen to the breath. Stay long breath. Inhale. Exhale. Extend. Good. One more like that. Inhale. We move forward. Heart opens. And then exhale. Extend that leg. And pause into that. So you might find you shift the blocks a little bit. Whatever feels right to you. You can have the hips a little bit more over, so that hips over that left knee, right? So that alignment there, arms kind of in line, shoulders and wrists. Or you might take it wherever it is for you. So you might come forward, taking it a little deeper. You might sit back a little bit. Just see if you can even out the hips, feel the energy up the back of the right leg. One more breath here. It's not forced, please. Good. And then ever so slowly, this right foot comes back down onto the earth. And we're going to take the hands to the right knee and lift our chest up. As we do, open up that heart at the top. Take your breath here. Find your balance. Shoulders over the hips. And then from here, very slowly, just dip the chin in a little bit. And again, see if you can feel some of this up the front of that left hip. There's a tuck of the tail, a lift of the pubic bone, and as you dip the chin down, you're getting a stretch into the front of the left hip. Find your balance here. Good. One more breath. Perfect. Lift the belly button in and up. Take the gaze out in front and sweep the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Just lean into this a little bit. All in control, right? Not releasing and collapsing, but breathing soft and releasing that mind. Take a breath. Inhale. Left hand comes to the outside of that right knee, and right hand reaches behind you and then wraps into the lower back. Grow long with that breath. Draw the belly button in and exhale as you take this twist. Gaze can be over that back shoulder. Inhales and exhales. Find your focus, find your balance. Drop out of the mind and down into the heart. Good. One more breath here. I know it's a lot. Working the leg muscles, getting them ready for the day. And then from here, slowly sweep the arms back up to the sky. Hands come down, maybe to the earth or those props if you have them. And then ever so slowly step this right foot back. And here's that option. You might lift into that downward facing dog. You might sit back into that lengthened spined puppy dog or child, whatever it is for you. I'm going to move into that downward facing dog. Wherever you are, just allow your body to breathe. Allow it to have space. And when we say let go, not collapsing, not disengaging, but let go of that chatter of the mind. Inhales and exhales. Good. One more breath here. And then all of us come back to hands and knees, tabletop position. And as we do, coming to the other side, it's easier to see this way. We're going to take that left foot steps forward. So again, you can always help it come forward. Hands maybe onto those props. And then just lean in a little bit. Get that nice space into the front of that right hip. Feel that length into the spine to start. Really collecting yourself and finding that foundation of this practice. One more breath here. Perfect. And then from here, just begin again with that nose kind of drawing on a canvas in front of you. Slow. One direction. And then just take it the other direction. So nice and slow, really letting the neck muscles be soft and relaxed. Not so vigorous that later on today you're wondering what happened to your neck, right? We want to avoid any of that. And then come back through to neutral. Lift the belly button in and up. And then just let that chin dip a little bit. And you might notice some of that into the front of that right hip, especially as you kind of draw the chin in towards the collarbone slightly. Taking 2 breaths. One breath. Perfect. Lift the belly button in and up. Take that head long again, so you have a long spine. We're going to take a nice inhale. And then exhale, we're going to slide back. So a little extension into that left leg. It doesn't have to be straight, please. And then moving here. Inhale, rolling forward, heart opens. And exhale, releasing back. And again, 2 more. Inhale, rolling forward, long spine, heart opens. And then exhale. Let go of the rigidity of your practice and just move here. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, drawing back. And then pausing here. Make it yours. So you might find you walk the blocks or props back. You might find you actually walk them forward. See if you can get the hips to be square, aligned, but not forced. Taking your breath, just really connecting. Being kind in the stretch of the hamstrings. Hanumanasana, this half Hanumanasana. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Slowly slide that left foot back down onto the earth, gaze out in front. We're going to take these hands to the top of that left knee, lifting ourselves up. Shoulders over the hips, right? See that alignment? And that left knee somewhat over that left ankle. It can be a little bit more forward if you need, but not, never want it kind of in here. Good. So from here, sit nice and tall, get that length in the spine. And then same thing, just let that chin dip a little bit, right? Chin dips down towards the collarbones. Lift the pubic bone and tuck the tail slightly. So we're just kind of exaggerating this stretch you're going to feel into the front of that right hip, that hip flexor psoas area through into that front of body. 1 more breath here. Really reach into that. So there's a little bit of effort to connect to that. Now keep that kind of lifting of the pubic bone. Sorry, lifting of the pubic bone, tucking of the tail, and then lift the head, gaze out in front. Take your breath, inhale, and then exhale. Perfect. From here, take the arms, reach them up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. Relax again, focus your gaze. And we're going to take this right hand to the outside of that left knee, and left hand, reach it behind you, and then draw that hand into your lower back. Feel through the center line of your body and open up your heart. Be focused. 2 more breaths. You've got this. A little bit of effort, right? 1 more breath. Ever so slowly begin to unravel, taking the arms back up to the sky. And then hands come back down onto the blocks. And this time, we're going to actually curl the right toes under, lift the right knee, and step it forward. So as you step forward, feet can be a little bit wider here as well. Bring the hands onto the tops of the thighs. Just rock a little bit side to side. Spine is still a little bit long here, belly button drawing in. Take a nice inhale, and then with your exhale, begin to melt into the forward fold. Let the knees be soft and bent a little bit more than usual, more than you think. Let that head go. Rocking side to side. Beautiful. 1 more breath here. Take a nice inhale again. We're going to grow long, hands to the shins or back to the thighs. And then exhale, melt again back into that forward fold. From here, lift the belly button in and up, supporting the back. Spine begins to go long as you reach all the way out and up. Eyes might be open for dizziness, right? Focus. Palms together at the top. And then bring the hands into the heart center. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Feet a little wider. Inhale, open up. Open up that heart. Exhale, hands draw down. Let the palms push together. 2 more. Inhale, open up nice and long with the belly, the spine. And exhale, back in. 1 more. Inhale. Beautiful. And then exhale. Perfect. From here, we're going to all come onto our mat long ways. Let your feet open up a little bit. And let the toes start by having the toes slightly turned in here. Bring the hands to the hips. Get that length into the body, length into the neck. And then from here, take these arms, bring them out to a T, nice and long. Reaching the fingertips, so you notice the space into the shoulder sockets, right? We're not tight, we're opening. Perfect. From here, take a breath, inhale. And turn the right toes out as you exhale and bend that right knee. So we're in this warrior 2. So allow that stance maybe to come a little bit longer if you like. that right knee over that right ankle, arms reaching nice and long, the toes on that back leg at about 90 degrees, and then lift all this energy up through the thighs to that center line and all the way to the crown of the head again. Inhales and exhales. Good. One more breath here. Building strength into the legs as you exhale. Perfect. From here, we're going to take that right forearm to that right thigh, and that left arm, sweep it up to the sky, and then soft, just reach it over. It doesn't need to be big here, and you can always have that hand down onto that thigh as well. Always making these poses as available to you and your body. One more breath here. We're going to take an inhale, come back up, warrior two, and then exhale, just take it back over, slow. Two more like that. Inhale, warrior two. Perfect. Exhale, back over, lift the core. One more. Inhale, building a little heat, strength into the legs, and exhale, back over. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. We're going to take this right toes, turn them back in, and then from here, hands can come to our hips. Take a breath, inhale, and then fold forward with that exhale. So again, you might find those props, place them onto the earth, and just let your body kind of move around here. Watching your knees, and just allow nice little movement, nice little breath. Endlessly letting the head go. And then from here, just find a little stillness. Breathing into the back of the body, breathing into the neck. Good, one more breath. Lift the belly button in and up. Slide to that half lift, nice and long. And then lift the inner thighs, hands come back to the hips. Slowly, controlled, come back up. Love it, turn the left toes out. Bend into that left knee and arms reach into that warrior two. Find that space. Yeah, and just notice that left knee is kind of over that ankle. Try not to have it roll in. It stresses that knee. And sometimes it rolls in because we're really tight in the hips. So then don't go as low, but still try and keep that alignment. That back leg, the toes are kind of turned at 90 degrees or so, and the inner arch is not collapsing. It's lifting slightly, so there's energy from the inner thigh. Arms out to that T still if you can. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. Perfect. Now, that left forearm to that left thigh or that hand to that thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Pause there. I just want you to feel the stretch. Lift through the core. One more breath. Beautiful. And then we're going to move. Inhale. We come back up. Warrior two. And exhale. Revisit this side stretch. Two more. Inhale. Flow back. Exhale. Make it yours. One more. Inhale. Perfect. Exhale. Nice side stretch. Beautiful. Inhale. Come back up. Nice and long. We're going to curl these left toes in. Good. Again, hands to the hips. One more. Take a nice breath. Grow long. And then softly just begin to fold forward again. Just revisiting this shape again. Hands might come to the props or the earth. They can also find the outer edges of your legs, maybe a yogi toe lock. Whatever it is for you, just take that, make it yours. Moving from that mind, that busy mind, into the heart. Three more breaths here. One more breath. Perfect. And from here, Slowly again, lifting the inner thighs. Get that half lift of the spine nice and long. And then hands come to the hips. Lift the belly button in and up. Perfect. And then from here, just turning whatever side is to the front of your mat. And then stepping forward. Standing nice and tall, nice and long here. And just notice again, this center line, these feet all on the earth. The belly button lifting in and up. Energy from the center all the way up to the crown of the head. Bring the hands to the heart center. And just pause there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Perfect. And from here, we're going to take this right foot and we're going to slide that right heel to that left ankle. Starting with that knee kind of opens up a little bit to the side. Notice out in front. I want you to find out in front of you just that focus. And it can be your third eye or the tip of the nose or something down onto the earth, whatever it is for you. Breathing in, breathing out. And then ever so slowly, play with it. Maybe lift that foot up to the inside of that calf. Notice the play on balance, and always remember, if you fall out of it, just slow and gracefully come back to it without collapsing. You can always take that higher if you like. Inner part of the thigh, it's up to you. Remember to breathe. And remember, each day the balance is different. As I keep falling out of it. Maybe you reach the arms to the sky as well. Two more breaths wherever you are. Even if you've fallen out of it, you can always make some circles or movement with the arms. Whatever feels right. Beautiful, that's it. Take a nice inhale. Bring that right foot down to the earth. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. And shake it out a little bit, just moving the hips. And then when you're ready, coming to the other side, but pausing, standing tall, feeling all parts of the feet onto the earth. And then letting that left heel slide to that right ankle, starting there, letting that knee open up. Pause, relax, and yet still there's this energy lifting us up. And then maybe you slide that foot up the calf, maybe you don't, up to you. Maybe you take these arms and play with them, reaching them long. Maybe you move them. Whatever it is for you. Maybe you circle those wrists. Maybe you take that foot to the inside of that thigh. Perfect. Take a nice inhale when you're ready. And then bring that left foot down onto the earth as you exhale. Perfect. Release the arms and shake it out a little bit. Should feel good. And then we're going to take this down to the earth. So from here, bring the hands to your heart center. Take a nice big inhale. Sweep up. Open up that heart. Soften the knees. Exhale. Dive forward. Uttanasana. Take a half lift, grow long, hands to shins or the thighs if you like as well. And then planting these hands, step back. You can make your way right into that puppy dog or child, or step back to that downward facing dog. So whatever feels right, remember this is your practice. Pedal it out a little bit, rock the hips a little bit, wherever you are, child, downward dog. And then for all of us, we're just going to begin to lift up. So like we did earlier, but I'm going to do it from the downward dog. So you're going to come rolling up towards that knee down plank. And then let the hips dip here, heart open. Good, take a breath, inhale. And then exhale, just roll down the front of your body. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale all the way through and down into that child's pose. Should feel good. Just really touching all the points of the body here. Let the head go. And rock a little bit side to side. Good. And then ever so slowly coming back up, hands and knees. And we're going to take these legs and bring them out in front. And we're going to make our way down to the earth. And I encourage those kind of rolled towels, just bring them a little closely because we're going to end in the Baddha Konasana. I'm going to leave, I have this little girl on my other one, so I'm just going to leave her there. And so just find your way down onto your back. You're going to bring the soles of the feet onto the earth, knees are bent. Let the feet come a little bit wider, and then just let the knees come together for a moment, just allowing that lower back to open up a little bit, that constructive rest. Heart opens. Just take your breath here. Relax the neck. And then let these arms just reach out to that T if that feels okay on your shoulders. And then just keep the feet as they are, so they're a little bit wider and the knees are together. And then we're going to take these knees and we're just going to roll them over to one side. I'm rolling mine over to the right, so if that feels good to you. And then just opening up that left hip, that hip flexor that we worked on earlier. We're getting to now just stretch it with a little less effort, right? Arms to a T, and just feel as you breathe in to that left hip. Good. Where can you let go? The wider the feet, I find, the more it kind of relaxes my top leg. So again, it's up to you kind of managing that intensity for you. Not overdoing it. Good, one more breath. Beautiful, slowly from here, bringing the knees back in. And the feet, again, they stay wide. And then we're going to take the knees over into the opposite direction. So from me to the left. And then allowing that top hip, that top knee to release. Arms can be at a T. And notice where you can relax, where you can breathe into that psoas, that hip flexor area. Good. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Perfect. And then very slowly, just bringing these knees back up. Good. And then we're going to walk the feet just a little bit closer together, right? And let the ankles be underneath the knees. So not forced. I often see people then get really, really tight. Just a nice organic, neutral ankle underneath. Palms come down onto the earth. And we're just going to peel our backs off the earth. And just lifting, coming into this bridge pose, feeling space into the front of the body. And then just let these sit bones tuck under a little bit, reaching towards the back of the knee to get a little bit more of that core, a little bit more of that reach from the front of the body, knees reaching to the front of the room. Take a breath, inhale. And then slowly on the exhale, just roll yourself down. Take a pause there. We're going to do that again. We're going to do that with breath. So inhale, we're going to lift up, but we're not going to hold. Exhale, we're going to roll down. Again, inhale, just peel off that earth. And exhale. exhale, roll down. Should feel good. One more, just like that. Inhale, peel yourself off the earth, coming into that bridge. And then exhale, rolling down. Really nice. Let that spine release there, pause there. Just feel those muscles into the back of the body, kind of melting into this earth. Take a moment. Yeah, feels good. Draw these knees into the chest and give them a nice hug. Little rock of that lower back. Perfect. And then from here, just let these soles of the feet come back down onto the earth. And this is where those rolled towels or those pillows come in. We're going to place them either side of our knees or our hips, wherever it feels supportive. And then let these soles of the feet open up and come into that Baddha Konasana. So you can see I have this rolled towel. You might need 2 rolled towels. And I'm just kind of actually, for me, placing it a little closer into the hip. And it just supports how deeply these legs open up so that it can be a place where I can relax. Let the palms turn up, soles of the feet together. Take a nice inhale. And exhale. And just let yourself breathe here. Let yourself go. Letting the hips release into the support of those cushions. Letting the shoulders, neck, heart center release. And you can stay here in this Supta Baddha Konasana, this reclined bound ankle pose, where you might find for you, you extend the legs long, maybe even sliding that towel or rolled blanket behind the knees. Yeah, and then just let yourself go there. Wherever it is for you, whatever is deeply comfortable, just taking a few more breaths here. Allowing your head to drop into your heart so that you can take on this day fully with good intention. As we allow our days to be set, this morning practice, setting that right mind, right, of love, of kindness, this body open, this breath awareness, so that we breathe and soften through our day. And you can stay here longer, or you might roll over to your side and come into that fetal position. Just feeling that space of gratitude, of thanks. And then bringing yourself up, finding your seat. Sitting nice and tall, just noticing how your body feels today. Noticing that energy, that calm, that connectedness to yourself, to this world. Bring your hands to your heart center and just bow into that energy right there, that sweet spot right into your heart. Take a nice inhale, lift this head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. as we bow to ourselves, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. What a great practice. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And let's see, I will see you either later at 5 or, let's see, Wednesday. I can't believe tomorrow's Wednesday. I have chair yoga at 12, and then on Zoom tomorrow night, a kind of stronger strength building yoga class. So have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you again one day this week, and reach out if you need. Namaste.